Hey, how's it going? Today, you and I are going to find out if we can make decent twice-baked potatoes in a Ninja microwave. Yeah, just about everybody's microwaved a potato before, but we're going to try to make the skin nice and crunchy and all the insides nice and fluffy. Hopefully, it's not a disaster. So you ready? Let's get into this. Okay, for this recipe, we need some medium-sized russet potatoes, unsalted butter, shredded sharp cheddar cheese, coarse sea salt, green onions, pre-cooked bacon bits. You don't want to get the super dry ones, those suck. If you get the real ones like this, they're actually made from real bacon and they're nice and soft. Those are the ones you want, and you should be able to get them on the condiment aisle in your grocery store. A little bit of sour cream, some oil that has a high smoke point. I'm using algae oil, and that's this stuff right here. Don't worry, it doesn't taste like algae. The reason I'm using it is because it has a 535-degree smoke point. That is the highest I've ever seen on an oil, and the reason you want to use it is because you can get it really hot without smoking out your kitchen. It is kind of pricey though. I'll link it if you want to take a look. Finally, we need a little bit of salt and pepper to season the insides of our potato. If you'd like to make this recipe, all the ingredients are down in the description of the video, along with the calories, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. So the first thing we're going to do is deal with our potatoes. Be sure that you've already washed these. You don't want to just take them out of the store and go. That's going to be kind of gross. And the prep on this is going to be super easy. We just want to take each one of these, use a fork, and just kind of give it a bunch of jabs all over the potato. We'll set these up there, grab a plate, and we're going to take our sea salt, just kind of pour that onto the plate and spread it out a little bit because we're going to be rolling the potatoes in this in just a minute. Next, what we're going to do is take our algae oil. We're going to brush each one of these potatoes, probably not over the top of the salt like I was doing there, like a moron, and we'll roll that in our salt, just like that. Just get a nice coat on here. From there, we're going to take our Ninja Crispi glass container for the microwave, put the crisper plate in it, and we're going to rinse and repeat on all these potatoes and set them right in here. And those should end up looking a little bit like that. Next, we're going to take these potatoes, we're going to open up our microwave, and we're going to slide our glass tray into the top section. Just like that. Then we'll close this up. We're going to select the Fusion Crisp button. And this setting is going to use both the microwave function and then after that, the air fry function. The microwave light is blinking. That means that we are going to set our time for the microwave. So we're going to set that to 24 minutes. What? Seems like a long time, but when you're using the Fusion Crisp mode, it runs this in pretty low power. So don't worry, we're not going to annihilate our potatoes or anything. Once we've got that set, we'll move this over to air fry, and we're going to let the air fry go for 10 minutes. Once we get to this stage, we're going to let it go for a little bit, and then halfway through, we're going to pause it and put in our toppings. So now all we got to do is start her up and wait.
One eternity later.
Okay, we're just about done with the microwaving, and you can see right about now it's going to switch over just like that to the air frying. So like I said before, we're going to wait until this is halfway done, and then we're going to play with it a little bit before we finish up. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. All right, we're about halfway done, so we're just gonna pop this open. And we're gonna add our toppings to the baked potatoes. Be careful, you have to use oven mitts with this because that glass container is super hot and so is that door. So, take this out really quick. And I'm gonna temporarily take these potatoes out of this container because you run a really high risk of burning yourself if you touch your arm to the side of this thing. Yes, I'm touching these with my bare hands and they are really hot. So, ooh, probably not too smart. Get this out of the way just for a minute. And you can still hear the air fryer going because I just have it paused. I just didn't want to let it get cold or anything on us. So what we're going to do for each one of these is we're going to use a knife and just cut a little bit of a slit down the middle here. You don't want to go all the way to the edges, because if you do that, you're going to end up just kind of tearing the thing in half. And from here, you want to grab, oh good, it stopped. And from here, we're going to grab the ends and just kind of pop it out just like that. If you want to use a little towel in your hand, you can do that too. Probably smarter. Okay, now we're just going to take a fork and just kind of crush down a little bit of the contents in each one of these. So we got a little bit more to work with. You can even sort of break it up a little bit. Just don't go too crazy with that. We're going to bring our glass container back. Remember, this is still scorching hot, be careful. And we're going to put each one of these potatoes back in here. Just be careful, again, not to contact the glass or the crisper plate with your bare skin. So we're going to add in our butter in each one of these. A little bit of pepper in each one. A little bit of salt if you want to add that to the inside. Remember, if you eat the skins, you've already got the salt on the outside, so don't go too crazy with that. And we've got cheese too, so probably less is more with that, unless you're like a really salty person. Okay, next, our sour cream right on top of the butter. I want to make sure that it's not just on the skin on the outside. You want it to just melt into your potato, not on the outside of the skin. Okay, and then add some cheese. And some bacon bits on top. You could put these bacon bits in at the end if you want to after it's finished, but I like kind of crisping them up a little bit myself. As far as the onions go, those don't go on till the end. You're going to destroy these if you try to put them on now. So now we open this back up, put this back into the top shelf again, close this up. And since I paused it, I'm going to have to push the start button again. Now, once this gets done, hopefully we'll have some really good looking baked potatoes. Hey, Joe's Phenomenal now has channel memberships. For most people, you can see a join button down below the video window that you can click and see what type of perks I'm offering. If you're using an iOS device, you might not be able to see it, and if that's the case, I do have a link down in the description of the video as well. And now, you can see what kind of potatoes we got. Again, don't forget your oven mitts on this. Ooh, those look great. Why don't we plate one up and eat it? And those things smell really good too. All right, so we'll take one of our potatoes, throw on a little bit of green onion. And you can see that looks really, really great. I like how you got a little bit of a crust on the side of the cheese there. It looks like everything melted into each other really nice too. That sea salt over here looks great too, huh? Okay, let's see how this tastes. Ooh, that looks good. Oh yeah. That's good. And as far as the skin goes, nice and crunchy. And just so you can see the inside a little bit better. I think that's pretty good. Not too much effort either. I think I might just eat all 4 of these right now. Well, that came out pretty fantastic. Granted, doing this in a Ninja Crispi Microwave does take a little bit longer than you might expect, but it's a heck of a lot easier to deal with too. And since we didn't really have to mess with it that much after putting it in there, I mean, does it really matter if it took a few minutes longer? In my opinion, not really. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Ninja Crispi Microwave, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. If you like this video, and I hope you did, then you might like this playlist right here that's got all kinds of other recipes you can make in a Ninja Crispi Microwave. If you have one of those, or even another microwave that's got convection or air fry on it, might want to check it out. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon. And until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.